Hello heroes, and welcome to Battle Mechanics. Today we'll help you master one of the cornerstones of Heroes 7, battles. Battles begin with a tactical deployment phase. This allows you to organize your troops on the battlefield. The area where you can deploy can be extended if the hero has improved the leadership skill. Stacks can be exchanged and even auto-deployed. By default, the same army will deploy the same way as it did in its previous battle. Use this opportunity to exploit each creature's specific abilities, such as shielding, auras, etc. Using your hero in battle is the key to victory. Notice that the statistics of the hero are added to each creature's stack. Armies that don't contain a hero are far more vulnerable and much easier to beat. Your hero can be used to attack enemies directly, although this is not always the best strategy. Heroes can act whenever one of their creature stacks is selected, but only once a turn. This is indicated by the hero portraits on the lower right corner. Heroes can influence the battle in many ways. Might heroes have access to war cries if they have developed the war cry skill. War cries grant buffs to the hero's troops for the upcoming turn. Most heroes can also cast spells, although magic heroes are much more proficient at this. Spells use mana to cast. This means you have to use your spells wisely, for your mana is not unlimited. Spells can influence the battle in a variety of different ways. They can be used to deal direct damage, but also to buff allies or debuff enemies, as well as many other things. To cast a spell, you can open the spellbook when your hero is about to act. You can also drag and drop your preferred spells in the quick bar, so then you can simply right-click a spell to cast it in the future. Make sure you keep an eye on the initiative bar in the lower part of the screen. This is vital to helping you plan out your strategies. It shows the order of action of creature stacks. When spells or abilities modify the initiative of a stack, you can see its portrait moving to its new position. This allows you to plan your tactics. Tactical options for creature are displayed on the left side of the screen. Basic actions are wait and defend. Wait moves the creatures to the end of the initiative bar. This can be useful if you want to attack last, for instance, to avoid retaliations, but you can only do it once a turn and per stack. Defend can be used if you want to stall the battle. Defending creatures don't move, but get a bonus to their defense, making them less vulnerable to attacks. Certain creatures have active abilities, which you need to click on to use. These are displayed near the basic actions when available. When a creature is about to act, you can see its movement range in green. The stack can attack any enemy stack that is adjacent to one of the green tiles. A sword icon indicates that the next action will be a melee attack. Creatures that have a ranged attack don't have to move. They can attack any stack on the battlefield. The only limitation is the distance. If the icon shows a broken arrow, the target takes only half damage from the selected stack. If the arrow icon is not broken, then it will take the full damage from the attack. Flanking is a new rule in Heroes 7. This rule modifies the damage of an attack dealt from the side or from behind. Side attacks are called flanking attacks and dealt 25% additional damage, and when attacking from the rear, deal 50% more. This can be a critical impact on the outcome of a battle, and requires the player to carefully consider the movement of his stacks. Melee attacks usually trigger an immediate retaliation from your opponent. An attack is still advantageous because the defending stack will take damage first before it can retaliate, so the stack will be smaller than if it had attacked by itself. A stack can retaliate only once a turn. That's a useful factor to take into account in your tactics. Sometimes it's worthwhile to sacrifice a stack to use up the target's retaliation, so that more fragile units can then attack without being counterattacked. Retaliation rules are modified by many creature abilities. When a creature acts, its morale value is taken into account. Morale can be seen as a percentage compared to a dice roll. If the creature has good morale, it will be granted an immediate half turn, allowing it to move and attack again, but only dealing half damage. Bad morale can also happen. If the creature has a negative morale, it simply skips its turn. Luck works in the same way, but is used only when attacking. On a successful luck roll, the damage dealt is 150% of the normal value, and 75% in case of bad luck. If you take a look at the other creature stats, you'll see initiative, movement, attack, and defense. Initiative is the value that is used to establish the play order in the initiative bar. The higher the value, the earlier the creature will act. The total value is shown on the initiative bar itself so that you can measure the impact of a spell or ability on each stack. Movement simply indicates how far the creature can move each turn. Attack and defense are used when dealing damage. If the attack of the attacking creature is superior to the defense of the target, damage is increased by 5% per point of difference, but is capped at 300%. On the other hand, if the defense value is superior, damage is reduced the same way, down to 30% at best. In the bottom right corner, you will also find the auto combat icon. This option lets an AI continue the battle in your place. You can stop auto combat by simply clicking again on the icon while the AI is playing. The white flag icon can be used to either surrender or flee. Surrendering costs gold. If you are certain you are going to be defeated but have enough gold, you can save your army by surrendering. This does not trigger a game over, you just lose money and time. Fleeing saves your hero, but at the cost of your whole army. That's it for now. Don't miss out on the other tutorial videos. They can really give you a head start. Until then, be brave, heroes.